The growth in interior design, if you are doing well, is enormous.
They can go for freelancing, they can go for their own business startup, they can also go for a service life. See their career track means the phases. Hello everyone, welcome to our Eduleem's podcast channel. I am Shiladitya, the host of the show. Today we will be discussing and exploring the field of interior designing with our guests, and I feel very happy and excited to introduce Ms. Richa Khare. She is an architect with a bachelor's degree in architecture and over 13 years of experience working with renowned architects. While balancing personal commitments and freelancing as an architect and interior designer, she discovered her passion for teaching during the pandemic. Welcome, Richa, to our show.
Thank you, Siladitya. It's an honor to be here.
It's my pleasure too. So, Richa, what inspired you to choose interior designing as a career?
Yeah, so this we are talking about around, say, 20 years back. So that time they were like options were very clear cut. You either choose engineering or become a doctor, or maybe take up accountancy. So I always knew that I'm not taking up medicine or accountancy. So I wanted to do something with math, but I was always good at arts also. I used to draw well and I had a good aesthetic sense. So when I gave my class 12 boards, after that, I scored well, but I did not want to. I started exploring what are the options available for me, and that is when I knew that there is something called architecture also. I tried exploring more about it, and if you would know, back in those days we did not have internet. So I tried to find out some physical architects, through friends and family, spoke to them, spoke about the prospects. And that is how I decided that I take this field up where, I can be attached to little creativity also. Plus my logic and my love for math also will continue as it is.
Okay, got it. A little addition to my question. So, maths, is it so important to choose this field?
I think yes, because see, when you are practicing as an interior designer, you are not only dealing with aesthetics. Okay, you are dealing with lot of standards where you need math. For example, let's take a very simple example. I mean, not only while dealing with standards, when you are making drawings also, right? When you are making drawings, you should have a very clear-cut sense of, what are the units you are working in. How many times you are scaling up or scaling down the space when you are putting it on the drawing, right? When you are in a particular space, right? To understand the proportions also, you need math. Okay, and also when you start working as a professional, to take care of timelines, to take care of your finances, these small things also will need math. And also, like in architecture, we were required there were subjects where math was involved. Like we did structures. We had a subject called structures. So in that, there was quite a lot of math. In interior design, maybe not so much, but yes, you still need. Yes, there's one more very important aspect of interior design where you need math, which I missed. That is budgeting. Right? For budgeting, your math should be like on your fingertips.
Yes, so that is basically for the calculations and all. So
yes.
My question, what I am trying to understand, maths, major people will have a fear factor in that.
Yes.
So is it in so much high level mathematics?
No, not at all. Basic, but you shouldn't fear math. That's what I'm saying, because you will be using math quite a lot.
So calculation friendly behavior it's required.
Yes, calculate. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, because see, when you are, giving a budget to a client for his project, it is a simple math, like simple multiplication and division. But yeah, you have to do it then and there. Like you shouldn't always look for a calculator for simple calculations.
Got it.
That is what I am trying to say. And most of the things, we know the unit cost, and then we multiply it by the space area or whatever. So these small calculations, you should be comfortable with it.
So basically, if the person is not from that strong background with mathematics, is it possible to train that students for this profession?
Yes, very much possible. In fact, right now when I'm teaching my students, I tell them to keep visualizing how much is 1 centimeter, how much is 1 mm, how much is 1 inch, how much is 1 feet. When you are talking about 1 feet, just visualize that, okay, we are talking almost about this much
Yes.
length. When we are talking about say 1 centimeter, we are talking about almost this much of
Yes.
length, right? So if someone suddenly tells you a number, okay, my space is say 10 feet by 10 feet, so roughly you should be able to gauge what that person is talking about. Or if some vendor comes and tells you right, that I will charge you say 70 rupees per square feet, so roughly you should be able to gauge, like for this much portion he's charging me so much. So these kind of estimates should come naturally to you.
Got it.
And it can be developed with practice, and that is how I also developed
So
it.
it's trainable.
Yeah, it's trainable. It's very much trainable. And I've seen most of the people come with this much of
Got it.
it is very intuitive basically.
Got it, got it,
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
It's clear now.
Yeah.
So, my next question is, what challenges did you face in your journey as an interior designer?
Yes, so as I said, I did my architecture. I had not done my interior. I had, like, interior designing in those days was part of architecture. There was no like separate interior designing like we have today. All right, this category separately came in later. All right, so architecture is little different from interior design. There we talk about first thing is exteriors. All right.
Yes.
And the overall spaces, we don't talk about like very minute details so much, like how should be say your doorknob.
Mhm.
All right, or what should be we don't talk about furniture so much, we talk about spaces in general. All right, and those projects are slow paced. So when I came in interior design, the pace of the projects was very fast. That is one thing I had to learn. And also detailing, the minute detailing. We always used to look at things in a more, bigger scale. But interior design is dealing with smaller things. That was one thing. And yeah, after being fast paced, I think vendor management. There are many vendors involved here. They are there in architecture also, but very different. It is little different. Like here you have vendor for each and every small thing, right? So it is very important, vendor management becomes very important, and regular site visits becomes important. Because in architecture, if you tell something and if you give a drawing, it takes them at least 10 to 15 days at least to do that. But for interior design, you give them a drawing today, it will be done tomorrow. And you cannot leave them without work. Okay, so it is very fast paced, so you have to keep up with timelines. I think after working as an architect, keeping up with timelines, doing regular site visits, that was little challenging. But as I said, with practice it came. And also I felt that challenge because I came from a little different background. But if you are prepared to be an interior designer only, and if you are starting up here, that might not be that a big challenge for
Got it.
You.
Got it. So the thing is that means when we are talking about interior designing as a profession, as a career, so in a conventional way, what comes in our mind, it's after 10 plus 2, the student should, if they are from the science background, they should go for engineering, they should go for medical, or there are certain other domains as well. So as a faculty or as a professional, what do you feel that why a student should choose interior first, and what are the pre-requirements they should have to make this as a career?
Yes, so there are some prerequisites required to be an interior designer. First thing is you should have a creative bend of mind. Like you should have some love for color, some love for drawing. If you are not interested in, holding a pencil and making some caricature on a paper, I think you won't be able to survive this journey of an interior designer. So yes, the first prerequisite is some kind of a creative background, and then second thing is some strong motivation.
Okay.
Right. So, or some strong inspiration. Like you
Okay.
might idolize, as someone who is already an interior designer, or you might have some other motivation. You might feel like, you see a space and you feel that you could have done a better job designing that space. I think for such people, they should definitely give it a try.
Okay, got it. So when we are talking about the profession, the career prospects and all, the one factor which always hits me, that is stability. So in terms of stability, definitely earning should be there. So in terms of earnings and in terms of stability, as a faculty, as a professional, how strongly you recommend the upcoming generations to be enter into this field?
Okay, when it comes to stability, see, I'll tell you one thing, Siladitya, it's not only about this profession. In any profession, you have to be consistent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So same thing applies here also. If I'm teaching a student, he's doing well here in my class, that doesn't ensure that he'll do good professionally also.
In the market.
In the
Yes,
market also.
absolutely.
Right. So for that consistency is required. Each day you have to keep upgrading yourself. You have to keep learning something new. And you shouldn't give up.
Absolutely, this applies in every profession.
Every profession. And yes, but one thing which I would like to tell here, how interior designing is little different from other professions. In other professions, maybe when you pass out and you have given an interview and you have done well, your starting pay packages might be very good. Here it might not be that great, but the growth in interior design, if you are doing well, is enormous.
Yes.
That you cannot compare with the IT profession, or like they start big. The difference is they start big, but their retirement also happens early.
Yes.
But here you might start small, but you can like last longer.
Great. Got
Yes.
it. Got it. So the thing is that means, can you please brief me, like once a student finish up with this interior designing training program and starts its career, so how would be their career track, means the phases?
Okay, so the thing is, first they should always start with the internship. All right, they should start working with someone who is already in this field, quite experienced, who from where he gets the guidance, how he has to survive in the market. All right, maybe while he's interning, along with that only they can try something on their own also.
Okay.
All right, I will never suggest anyone to leave everything and without any backup plan start on their own.
Okay, so the thing is that it's very clear that in interior designing there are so many profiles the students can go as a career options. They can go for freelancing, they can go for their own business startup, they can also go for a service life. Now my question is, I am trying to understand, if a person is having only a plan to go for a service life career, so how will be their career roadmap?
Okay, so if you don't want to start on your own, maybe you want to work in a firm. So nowadays there are many big firms, okay, many big interior design firms, and their designations are very similar to any corporate.
Okay.
All right, so first you join as an intern, then you start working as a junior intern interior designer, then as a senior interior designer, then maybe you become a team lead. Okay, after team lead, maybe they make you a director who takes care
Okay.
of many team leads work under
A domain
you.
vertical head.
Yes, a domain vertical head. So like that, like any other corporate, you keep getting promoted.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the students who are only planning to have a service life in this interior designer, I think that they should not worry after hearing her answer.
Yeah.
So now my another question, it's like that, as a trainer, as a faculty, what will be their training roadmap?
All right. So if I'm not wrong, you want me to answer what they learn.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So see, we start with basics of design. All right. Basics of design is common to any design field. All right. So where we teach elements of design, principles of design, color theory. Then we move on to little more specific topics like anthropometry and ergonomics.
Yes.
Anthropometry and ergonomics is nothing but study of your standard human dimensions and how to design comfortable furniture as per those standards.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
Then we also teach them about materials. So many materials, where to use what material, which materials can be used indoors, which should be used outdoors. Okay.
Yes.
And how the material ages and durability, price, etc., etc., everything about different materials.
Got
Then we teach them about services. By services I mean like your electrical, plumbing, HVAC. Then nowadays there is automation, right? So these are different services which they are briefed, and also they are taught to make drawings for all of this.
Got it.
So drawings means, in drawings we teach them 2D drawings also, plus rendered drawings and 3D visualization also.
And there are so many softwares also.
Yes.
Involved.
So how do you use softwares, different softwares, to communicate with your drawings?
Got it.
All right. You don't have to talk and tell everything. Basically, clients won't understand also till you are
Yes.
talking. They will understand only when you show them something on paper. And especially nowadays with the walkthroughs and all, they can literally see their space. So that is there. And next is we also teach them about budgeting and professional practice, how it should be, what contracts and all they should take care of. And then we help them to finish one project.
Got it. For
Yeah.
the real-time exposure.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So the thing is that with all of our discussion, we understood that yes, maths are important, but should not that much priority. It's trainable. Drawing, it's very much essential for this. But my next question will be little bit linked with this particular topic. So to go for this career, should a student should have a very good drawing skills, or we can also train them in this particular field as well?
Yes, so a very good question. Actually, I myself am not a very good artist. Okay, there is a very different, being an artist or, taking art form and as a career and taking interior design. They are two very different things.
Okay.
All right, maybe a person who is very good, like art, I'm talking about the kind of art MF Hussain or great artists
Yes,
have been
yes.
doing. You don't need that kind of a thing. Here you need little sense with colors. with
Okay.
proportions. Okay, and that also we train. Actually, when I told you about, elements of design, principles of design, color theory, we train you about those things. So that kind of a drawing shouldn't be difficult. But yes, if you have a little bent towards, and little bent means just a personal interest, at least have personal interest. Like if you are not interested at all in drawing, then I would say this is not the right field for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I understand with this entire discussion, it's about maths, whether you are good or bad, drawing skills, whether you are good or bad, it doesn't matter. The matter, it's your zeal, your confidence,
Yes.
your motivation, and your passion. If you are having a passion to be a professional interior designer, everything it's possible, and we can train them and prepare them for the market, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So interior designing is a very huge field. It's not possible for us to capture in and out every detail in a single podcast. So, but still, we learned, we gained information so much about this domain. We will definitely come up with our second podcast where we will be addressing further queries related to interior and the career options. So, thank you. Thanks for being with us. I will request you that when you are going through with this podcast, if you feel any suggestions, any questions you want to understand from our side, just drop your the questions in the suggestion box so that we can come up with those answers, with those discussion in our next podcast. Thank you. Thanks for being with us. Thank you, Richa.
Thank you.